this issue right now going on and quite frankly, I'm the kind of guy that I think anytime you have a situation like this, you need to look for an opportunity. And the March protest that we had here recently, was just that. I, I'm like a lot of officers, you don't know what to say about that. Anyone that treats anyone like that should have never been a police officer to start with. And some of the things that I addressed recently in an article, I got a phone call from the Seaford Star. He asked me for a comment. And one of the things that you have to do is have policies in place for investigating use of force, for investigating other types of complaints against officers. And most people feel that when they make a complaint, it's not being followed up on. They feel like their voice isn't heard. They feel like it's swept under the rug. And that's one of the things I did day one, was to bring a process here so that when we do an investigation, when they make a complaint, they get an official piece of paper, they get an internal affairs number. It documents what they say the allegation is. It goes on file. We tell them exactly what the process is so they're not wondering and waiting. And then we follow up with another document that explains what the outcome was. And I had a young lady that really put me on the spot the other day at the protest on Sunday, and I was glad she did. And she asked me, what am I doing about these types of situations? Violations of civil rights, racial profiling, things of this nature. And one of the things that I was happy to explain was that this internal affairs process, it covers those three areas. If someone makes a complaint, if it were found it would be a violation of a constitutional right, a violation of criminal law, or a violation of one of your policies, whether it's founded or not, you have to investigate it. You have to document it. And if it rose to a serious allegation such as a civil rights violation or racial profiling, that's not a case that should be handled internally. That should be a case that you take to the Delaware Chiefs Council. They should assign that to another agency, comparable size, and then you give them everything that you have. They do the investigation. They interview the witnesses. They make a decision as to whether it was a violation of that policy, or quite frankly, if it rose to a violation of possibly a civil rights violation or criminal, it's going to have a criminal investigation first, and it wouldn't be done in-house. When people do those types of cases in-house, there's no transparency, there's no trust.